was thinking about what you said, that we often postpone happiness, and then we we make happiness a function of something. But yeah, we'll be happy when this happens,
Yes.
or I was happy when this happened.
Right.
And then I was thinking that, we are so used to this, that how can we forget about it
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
learn how to just
Mm-hmm.
be happy?
Yes. Yes. Uh, so the question is how to realize that I am beauty, love, freedom, happiness, joy, intelligence, wisdom, awareness, consciousness. I am that. So the question is, how do I realize that I am that? See? Because as long as you are Mauricio, yeah, then there is a personal happiness. The impression, the belief is that, oh, it's my happiness. Oh, when was I happy? I was happy when, she called me back, or she told me she loved me, or I was happy when I had this great concert and they uploaded me. I will be happy if only I could. But the I in this is I Mauricio, I this person, I this man, I this pianist, I this great writer, I whatever. It's still a I as a me. See, so the question is, how do I realize that I already am this happiness, that I am happiness, I am freedom, I am joy, I am bliss, I am. How do I realize that? Well, when you are wearing a big coat, it's a big, you're wearing a coat that thick, and it's summer outside, and you are sweating, and bro, my God, how can I see people swimming? I see, oh, beautiful birds. How can I be happy? Take off the coat. Take off the coat. But I can't take off the coat because I think that the coat is it's velvet. No, it's alpaca. Oh no, it's camel hair. It's good camel hair made. It was made by the tribes people up in the Berber mountains up. It's not just a regular standard coat. You see, standard coat. Okay, take off a coat, you replace the coat. This is so I can't let it go. It's a special. So it's a special, it has memories and all of that, and it has all this. I've been wearing it for a long time. And you remember when I was leaning against, there was like this beautiful bushy purple. It looked like there's a purple mark on the coat. They say it's beautiful, but inside I'm sweating and I'm like, oh, water, drinking the water. You see, right? But the coat is special. That's the thing. It's a special.
Also might need it later.
And you need it later, right? So I'm willing to sort of, I'll take it off for, let me say, 2 to 3 minutes. I'll take it off for 2 to 3 minutes, but then put it back on because you never know. I might need it later, right? I might need it later. You see, so it also has a great functionality, and it has multi purposes. It's not just a coat. You could use it. When you sleep, you don't need a mattress. You could use it as a bed, and you can tuck it like as a pillow. So it has multi purposes. You see, that's the issue. You see, but nobody is forcing this coat onto you. Whoever sold you the coat, because somebody sold you the coat or died. 700 years ago, is gone. So, what are you right now? It's always right now. The freedom, the presence, the intelligence, the wisdom, the love. Not a limited thing. Oh my God, what happened, what I am, what I was. I am not what I was. I am not what I will be. That's the story. That's the me story. oh, 19 October, November, December, January, no, next year. That's not what I am. I am not in time. Time, the impression of time, is in me. See, I got the impression that of light right now, daylight, is in me. In the evening, 9 p.m., the impression of the night darkness will be in you, arises in you. You see, this impression is arising in you. In you. You are the perceiver of this. Yes, you're the perceiver of this, right? You're the perceiver. You cannot be an object inside of this and perceive it. An object does not perceive. Yeah, you see, you cannot perceive what's bigger than you. You cannot. All that you perceive is smaller than you. Like when you look at the sky and you look at the galaxies, at night, zillions of stars. All of that is in you. Because it's the vast that perceives the less vast. It's not the less vast that perceives the vast. It's the wholeness that perceives the limited. It's the non-object, formless, that perceives the form. So right now you perceive this perception, yes, because the perception is a form, is an object that you perceive. But you, the perceiver of this perception, you are not perceived. You see, you're not perceived. You don't perceive you. You perceive this. You perceive this. You perceive this perception. You perceive a thought. You perceive a bodily sensation. But you don't perceive the perceiver, because the perceiver is not perceived. It is what perceives. And what perceives has no perceiver to it. There is no superior perceiver to the perceiver. There is no a perceiver of the perceiver. You see? So you could say that, well, some people say that, well, the body is perceiving and I am perceiving the body. No, the body is not perceiving. The body is an instrument of perception. The eye is an instrument of visual perceptions, the ears instruments of auditory perceptions, and so on. Yes? It's instrument of perception, but that's not what perceives. It's not the body that perceives. It is you, what we refer to you, I, the formless, which is I refer to as consciousness, that perceives. You see? So what is perceived is in you, arises in you, you being this aware presence. Yes. So the aware presence perceives all perceptions and is completely free of what it perceives. Like in the night dream, you may dream of a lion, or you may dream of a butterfly. It doesn't matter to you, the dreamer, if it was a butterfly who was just going from, nectar from rose to rose, or if it was a lion who was devouring, 20 whatever. It doesn't matter to you. It does not affect you. It does not touch you. The formless is not touched by the form. Consciousness dreams all dreams without ever being affected or diminished or augmented by its dreams. Yes. So, as long as you imagine yourself to be a personal character in the dream, then you are running away from the lion, or you are chasing whatever you're chasing. You're chasing or you're avoiding, because you imagine yourself to be a dream character. But you're not a dream character. You look right here, right now. You always have to come to presence, because it's in presence that there is no past and no future. Presence is the eternity of presence. Presence is eternal and infinite. Eternity meaning it is completely free of the impressions of time, and it's infinite, meaning it's completely free of the impressions of space. So you always have to come to nowness, to presence, to realize what you are, to come to the immediate revelation of what you are, not via thought. Immediately you know yourself to be presence. You see? So that's the answer to your question of how. How to be free of these, of the past, yeah, of happiness, postponement, before or after, is to come to the revelation that you are this complete happiness and freedom right now. Not dependent on being in satsang or being applauded or being in Hawaii. No, not dependent. The conditions are some thoughts saying, oh yes, but if I was, oh God, if only I was, you see? But this thought, if only I was, that makes it believe, makes it seem that your happiness is conditioned upon you having a great performance at Carnegie Hall. That thought is just a thought arising in the absolute free and untouched presence that you are. You see? The dreamer is untouched by its dreams. The dreams are okay. Right? No sorts of beautiful images and so on. As long as there is no unhappiness, you see. You have to come to your freedom, the revelation of your freedom, so that your dreams will become unhappiness free. Yeah? So, no, you're right. No need to postpone. Yes? No need to postpone. We realize our freedom right here, right now. I am the self-eternal. I am that is not a form. I am the formless reality of all impressions. No need to leave that knowledge, that knowingness. No need to leave that. If you leave it, remember it again. Come back to it again. Yeah? Come back to it again. It's always available to you. Always. It's always available to you. In your sleep, you wake up with an angst and come to what is it that's perceiving that? What is it that's knowing that? What am I truly right now? What is the reality right now? You're always going to come to awareness, to consciousness, to presence, to freedom. Because reality and freedom, presence, and peace, and happiness are synonymous. Synonymous.